What's up, guys? Back from the video. So today in this video I'm recording with a 7, but my 7 is at my grandpa's recording the dog, so I can look at him when I want. So I'm using my sister's 7 because my 6, it's just the quality's horrible when recording. So I decided I'm gonna do this, and I'm just gonna get a better quality phone for my replaying of the video and anyone else's. So, and you can see the color's a lot better in this too, in this camera. So way better camera here, even just on the 7 versus the 6. So I'm using it. But here's the phone, and today I wanted to make a video about the HDR video. So, like you said, you get a record in this and you send it to people in this and share it to, and you can upload to Google Photos in it, but it's saying error for me. So, but there's extra steps you got to do to upload it to YouTube. Like you got to go in and import a metadata and all that stuff, but it is possible. So I'm going to look more up on that, like I said, and do it. But here's how you film in HDR. So it's on by default, but you may have clicked it off. Here's what it looks like. I don't know if it's going to show on camera. Does it? Let's see. Yeah, kind of. It's not like real life. But here's how to film an HDR video. So even if you guys can't see it, if you have a phone that's capable of it, the 12 and up, here's how you're going to do it. So if I'm in video right here, you can see, look at the quality now versus I'm going to go home, settings, and here's how you do it. Go to settings, scroll down until you see camera. When you hit camera, go down and go to record video, go down, HDR high efficiency, so you need high efficiency on, and that's what's screwing up Google Photos for me, high efficiency. But when I turn it off, you can notice it's back to dim video. However, the video quality itself is still insane, even without it. So I'm going to do a quick cinematic without it on it. So it's not catching the pine cone very well, but it's doing it, so. My candle over here, it's taking a couple tests for you guys. That's a good one, my candle. Blurring that background out. Just putting my hand in there and blurring that background. So let's just get a couple more examples. That tripod. Okay. So here's a video. This isn't an HDR, but and when I upload to TikTok, I make a ton of dog videos, as I said, with my phone. I have about 21 cinematics, because that's all I film in right now, cinematic. But when I go to post it, the HDR ain't there. So, but it's still great quality. And on it, so I'm talking, there's the cone. It's got a little blurring at that. I've showed you examples of the cinematic, but it's got a little blurring on the back of the cone. It's a cone. It's not a dog or something. When I went to the candle, you could see a clearing. That's a good one, my candle. See right there? Background out. When I go to my tripod, it's a really good example. You can see it's blurring that left one a bit. Let's see. I gotta get this rewound. Okay, right there. Pause. Pause. So it's got that one blurred a slight bit, but these are clear, and the phone itself is clear. So those are the those are just cinematics. But how do you get HDR? Simply go in. So you're starting from the beginning here. You go settings. You want to go to your settings app. Scroll down. You'll find yourself a camera. You'll go to your record video. Down. And HDR video. And it's going to require high efficiency. I go back to formats. I keep it on most compatible. It's a glitch. If I ever want something to upload to Google Photos for sure, I go over and quick take. I go. But if I don't and I can just save it later, I just go to cinematic. Now, there's a massive difference with the cinematic and HDR than there is not, especially when looking at actual objects. The tripod and the candle don't do it, but the pine cone really, really has an effect that I don't notice when posting to other apps like TikTok. So that is something to keep in mind. There's that pine. It's hard for you guys to tell. I said an HDR camera, so it's not showing. But there's that, and then there's that. You can tell there's a difference, though. You can. There's a big difference. So I'm just stating that to you guys right now. If you got to do a lot of steps to get the video posted, I'm not going to do that for each and every one of my dog videos I post. So you can't just share a HDR video out of the camera app itself. It will disappear when you post it on an app like TikTok. However, the cinematics will still stay there, which is real nice. I post cinematics all day. So yeah, I do have HDR on again. Let's see. record video, because I do want to film in HDR, rather, because I'll just go back and look at them when I'm done. I'll just delete them if they're posted. But I do want to keep it on while I have it, so, because it's amazing. It really just takes your quality of video and picture up. Even though I am so impressed with the camera, just look at that picture right there. Even that's not an HDR pic, or is it? I don't know, is it? It looks like an HDR picture to me. No, this is HDR. It's way brighter. It looks drawn out on the camera. Now if I go to photo, it looks normal. So, but it literally looks like HDR if you're in a good lighting source right there. It is seriously insane. I'm so impressed. It's just insane. I could film without even using HDR, and it's just insane. Sometimes I don't even know if it was recorded in HDR or not. That's how good it is. But yeah, I'm impressed for sure. But there's the camera and how to record in HDR. It's pretty simple. You go to camera settings. But yeah, I got a couple of vids today. I want to just kind of show. I'm not going to post them, but if I go to cinematic, I see I got to process 2 videos. Those ones I just took, but I'll let that go and I'll show you. You got to process these unless you want them to be ready to post to an app, etc. Or they will not appear on your computer if you do not process them. So, and it's going to take a second to process. I'm going to wait this out, and I'm going to show you guys what it takes here. So, let's see. I'm going to change this to a kind of a goldish color here. Maybe I don't want to wait it out. I just took 2 videos, and they're only 34 and 15 seconds. So, you can take your cinematics. Oh, there they go. There they're going. You can take them, and if you take 20 cinematics in a day of just stuff, like I'll do that tomorrow. I'll try and take as many as I can. I'd say, because I don't know if the phone does it by itself. I think it does, but if it isn't, wait to do them until you're not going to use your phone. If you take a shower, plug your phone in and process some videos, because it's going to take you a second. So, and then they're all ready for you. You can upload them to your computer. You can do whatever. But I don't think they'll come into your computer, especially if you're on Windows. They probably will on a Mac or an Apple computer, but you're on Windows. They will not come in. Because those HDRs are very specific to Apple devices. I could send this HDR video on my iPhone 7, and it would come up. Second I posted from that iPhone 7 to that TikTok, it'd be gone. Second I post from this iPhone 14 to that TikTok, it'd be gone. Unless I installed a metadata, which is worth it for YouTube, and I'm going to try it for YouTube. But for every single dog video that's only 10 minutes or 3 minutes in length, I don't see a point at all. And I hope no one else would, because that's going to be a lot of work. But anyway, those videos are now processed, but I'm going to delete them. Taking more storage than I need. But here's a couple of vids. So you can see, before I cleaned my camera, but I took him over and I fed him a treat. Because he was sitting.
Of course he's not.
He wasn't sitting right here, but he was going to sit. So he was sitting, and you can just see again, my camera was blurry, which made me angry when filming this shot. But you can see and that's drawn out again. Because you're looking at an HDR video on a 1080p camera iPhone 7. But you can see the background on the floor is blurred. And now this is mistaken on YouTube. It's going to be mistaken to someone watching. And they're going to say, no, video just blurs in the background. And it's true. It does. But there's a big difference. Wait for a little treat.
That's a no jump.
So then I fed him. I cleaned my camera. You can see the big difference that creates when you clean your camera off. Like a much darker and nicer color. I got a couple good shots today. Right here again, there's a big difference in that video that ain't normal. And you can tell again by the blurring of that ear. And I don't know if that was movement, but I think it was blur. Just see how much blurry the background is and that sitting. Again, more examples.
Keep it trained, little.
See, here is what normal video background blur looks like, about right here. But when that cinematic kicks in, it takes some extra blur. And I think I'm getting ahead of myself talking about this, because I guarantee you guys have to see it. Clear head right there. Background floor is really blurred, and the body is actually blurred. That's further proof it's working. There's here, as you can see, too. It makes everything look clearer. You can see everything is slight, very, very slightly. See that bowl of treats right there? If I go ahead and zoom in, you'll see that's clear. But as I go here, it starts to blur. This is clear. It starts to blur. That's not a normal video thing. These are all blurred. It's giving it a nice effect. It's barely noticeable. And I have it on the most blur. So it's really good. So again, here's another good one. Right there. You can tell the blur if you're any bit aware of cinematic shots. But there's that. So, yeah, I'm going to test action mode. I've been trying to test that since day one, and I forget because I love cinematics so much, I forget about action mode. I can't test it in here because it requires so much light. Even if I'm holding it right here, right in front of my light, it works. But what is it going to do if I'm right in front of my light? You'd be outside in the daylight. So that is going to be a test. I'm going to run through my backyard without it. And I'm going to shake the camera. It is action mode. It is meant to be shook. It is meant to be, you know, moved. So I am going to run. You can't go, but it's going to be bouncing. And I'm going to take one. I'm going to run from my backyard all the way around my front yard, all the way back to my backyard. In normal video, and then I'm going to do the same thing with action mode. We're going to find out if it works. I'm going to do it all in 0.5 because of how it is. So here's video in 0.5 because it's in action mode. But if I turn off action mode, I'm going to record the unstabilized video in 0.52, run around the whole yard, run back, and then I'm going to go action mode. 0.5, run front yard and back, and then I'm going to do it all again. I'm going to go back to normal video, and then I'm going to do 1x normal video. Then I'm going to go back to action mode, and then do 1x action mode. So it's going to be 4 good videos there of running. We're going to see if it makes a difference. So, yeah. About it for this video, guys. Just want to make that video. Let's see, what's this? Oh, cat. But yeah, I have many videos to come, probably. Here's the color again. The iPhone 14 is 128 gigabyte. So, yeah. Really nice color. I do like the red this year versus the other years. For example, I'm gonna go on Apple and show you. It even looks better than on camera. It don't look real. The camera lenses, it just don't look great on camera. It looks all weird. But I'm gonna show you. So I'm gonna go to Safari here, and I'm gonna go to apple.com. We're gonna go to iPhone, compare, and I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna put right here iPhone 14, the one I have in red. You can just see how nice. It literally matches. That's how I'm proving this is accurate. It literally matches my phone. Look at that, same color. So, and then I'm going to place in here an iPhone 13 mini, which I wanted to get it first, the red on that, but for you guys, I'll put the iPhone 13. So here's what that looks like. Look at the difference there and how ugly that 13 is to that 14. You might have a different opinion, but to me it's ugly. So kind of glad I got the 14 for the color for sure. I'm going to go to the 12 now, and you go to that red. I don't like that red. My mom has the black iPhone 12, which is nice. Right there, as you can see. But the red, not the best. I'd still get it, though. I'd still get all the reds. But then I'm going to go to the iPhone 11 red. I don't think I like that too much. I'd still get it. But, not the biggest fan. And then if I go to the iPhone... These ones didn't have it. XR red. It was dark and dark, too. iPhone X didn't have red. 8 Plus. There ain't no red in there anymore. I thought they sold red iPhone 8s, but on 7 Plus, 7, they sold red in them too, but those are rare. 6S. 6, yeah. So that's it. I'm the first year of the best color red. But you wouldn't have noticed until it came out anyway, so yeah, insane. Alright guys, that will be it for this video. I'm going to get some action tests here. I might do some with the dogs too. I'll probably run through that yard. There's less snow there, and it's just easier where I film the dogs. So I'll do that, and I'll get that video. So, yeah. And also, I wanted to mention too, SIM cards on the... I'm not going to take my case off because it's hard to put back on, but you can just see the cool redness on the bottoms too, and on that mute switch right there. It's bright. You know, you have an iPhone, you know what color it is right away. But they don't have real SIM cards in the U.S. They do in other places still, but in the U.S. it's off. Basically, it's an eSIM. It's an electronic SIM. if I go in here, it says delete eSIM. This is what scares me whenever there's something in here. Because I use this section a lot. Not many people do, but I do because it shows you your data used. So I get 25 gigabytes hotspot. And my sister uses the hotspot all the time off my phone to play like games and stuff. And it's been 2 days and it's already been a gigabyte. So, and when you hit 25 gigabytes, at least on Verizon, I know, you don't get charged. So it just slows you down. It slows you to, I believe it's like that on all carriers, but it slows you. So you never get charged for it, at least on, I'm not sure. Don't take my word if it's not Verizon, but, you know. But yeah, Ring has used 1.4 gigabytes. It's a camera app. I don't know why. I use it quite a bit. After you get 15 minutes in a video, it's just bad. But also, in this section, it's kind of handy. So if I turn off my Wi-Fi here and I want to open Ring, I'm not going to show anything on it, but I go in. Oh, wait, let's see here. It's still got on. Oh, wait, does it? I'm going to close out again. Go in. Oh yeah, it's still working. Everything's updating with 6 seconds ago and everything. So now I'm going to turn that cellular off for Ring, close out, go back in. Now it tells me, it prompts me. Cellular data is turned off for Ring. So I hit OK. And I want to go in and go ahead in my back door. Nothing works. Absolutely nothing. I can't go to event history. Your internet connection is not currently working. However, I still have LTE. I'll go myself to Google. I'll type in iCloud. And it'll load just fine. But Ring just will not work. It will not. And then I'll go in. I'll go turn that back on in the cellular settings. Swipe out of there. And then, boom, they're back up just like that. So, and you can view your whatever. And even if you turn them off in cellular, you can, it's just to help prevent bills or charges if you're on a plan. So then even if you go back on Wi-Fi, even if it's off in there, it'll still work. So, yeah. But I like them all on because, you know, why not? So, yeah. Alright, guys. Yeah, I'm definitely, this is a better camera than my 6. That's a bad film. Right there. It's without the light versus with. It looks a lot better with light. Watch this. But it's definitely a color that it doesn't look as good on camera as it does real life. So, and it reflects everything, which I love. Watch this. It's hard to see on camera, but there's redness in the light of the flashlight because that's so bright. Look, if I cover that light, you can see just how bright. I'm going to turn the exposure down on the camera here. How bright that flash is and how much it lights that lens on there. You just see the reflection of the light coming out of the lens. If I turn that brightness up a bit, just see, look at it all. It looks more in real life. I'm going to try and get it exact. About right there is what it looks like. It's just bright. And it's really nice. It gives you a nice red, but it's still same brightness. It gives it a little color. I'll start screen recording. So yeah. Alright guys, see you guys in the next video. Peace out.